What's going on, everybody? This is the Tech Playoffs, and I'm making a video I did not think I was going to make. So, as you probably already can tell, this is the Nothing Phone 1. This phone's been out for about a year or so. And I've always found it interesting that this design is so different from everything else that we've ever had. And in terms of like the transparent back and the squared off sides and the flat front, this phone is so beautiful in person that it doesn't do it justice looking at it through video. I mean, to really appreciate this design, you have to see it in person to just be blown away on how good this phone feels. So I believe iPhones, actually, I'm going to take it back to the Essential phone, because for those of you guys that remember the Essential phone, that phone was titanium and ceramic and was squared off like this. That was one of the first phones that I've ever saw that was like that, other than the original iPhone 5. But in terms of an Android phone, I think that just killed it when it came out. And ever since then, there hasn't really been an Android phone that was like that until this one. I mean, if you look at the Samsung S23 Ultra, it is a humongous phone, a really nice hardware-wise phone, but the front of the phone has a curved display, which to me, it looks nice, but it isn't that comfortable when you're holding it with one hand, because there's times where you can accidentally touch the side when you're not trying to. As well as the Pixel 7 Pro, another device that's amazing hardware-wise, but that curved edge just, to me, it looks nice, but it isn't functional. So when I saw this, it right off the bat, man, like the curved sides, it reminded me right off of the right away of the iPhones, because now all the iPhone series have this squirrel design. And if you look at just the regular, not the non-Pro series, they had this camera kind of setup where it's one on top of the other, or you get it across. They recently changed it, but like I said, ever since I saw this phone, I was like, man, I want to pick that up. Of course, right off the bat, it wasn't available in the US. Then Nothing went ahead and did a testing where they sold this for $299 on their website in the US as a study to see how well it was going to work in the US. I didn't pick it up because, I don't know, I lost out. For $300, man, I wish I would have got this for $300. I paid $380 something with, after tax, it was $400 and some change. Not too much, but what this phone gives you for the money, for the $400 some that I paid, and like I said back then, you could have got it for $299 if you would have got it during that beta process when they sold it. Man, I wish I would have picked it up, because this phone, I've only had it for, I don't know, 8 hours or so now, but just using this and the way it looks and how smooth it is and the way it just operates, the very minimal apps that are on here when you set it up, it's probably, I don't know, 10 maybe around there that's installed. And that's all the stock Google apps. I think you have one or two Nothing apps, but it is so smooth. Mind you, this is a 1080p 120 Hertz display. This display is not a 2K, not a 4K. Yes, there is 4K displays. The Sony Xperia series has 4K. This thing is so clean, even at different angles, that it doesn't change color temperature. You don't see any shadowing. It is so clear. And the 120 Hertz display makes this so smooth. I mean, opening just a couple apps here, as you can see, this one that I got now is an 8 gigabyte model. There is some that go up to 12. So this one's not. This one's an 8 gig, 256 gigabyte model. But so smooth, so good. As well as the camera, man. Even the camera, I took a couple shots. I'll try to post it up if I get a chance to. So good on the camera. It isn't Pixel level or S23 Ultra level. But then granted, you're paying, I mean, the Pixel came out for $999. S23 Ultra, depending on your storage, That thing can go all the way up to $1,500. Then if you look at the iPhone side, you got the iPhone 14 Pro Max, depending on storage, that can also go up to $1,500, $1,600. They were selling this for $299. Even though I didn't pay that, I paid around $400. What this phone gives you for the price, it is unmatched anywhere else. I mean, yeah, you have budget devices out there, and this is running a budget CPU. It's not a flagship. The new one is going to be rumored to come with a Snapdragon Gen 1, not the Gen 2, but the Gen 1, which is still the great chip. This mid-range processor doesn't even seem like a mid-range processor. It seems like a flagship. The way it runs and the way that nothing optimized this software, it has just blown me away on how good it is. I mean, you click it and it'll take you right away to the weather, right away to my messages, right away. I mean, look how clean this is, man. Blown away on this phone. I mean, I know I've said that a couple times, and I'm going to keep saying it. This is a phone that you should not snooze on. And I'm so excited now for the second version of this because I know it's going to be even better, and it's going to have a great price tag on it. It is just, I'm kind of regretting that I didn't get it sooner. That's my issue. That is so good, so great on battery life, and it charges really fast. I mean, it's not OnePlus level, but it charges fast enough where you can plug it in for 30, 40 minutes and still get a full day's worth of battery. I mean, this thing is killer, killer, killer. If you're thinking about getting this, I wish I would have bought this sooner, and I would have made this video a lot sooner. I know the second one is coming out soon, so it's going to be kind of hard-pressed to recommend to get it now, but it is an amazing device for an amazing price, and it provides an amazing experience. Don't snooze on this. It is amazing. And when this phone came out, it came out with this transparent back, and the fact that this was so popular because it has a whole bunch of LED lights in the inside that light up. So when you get a notification, it'll show you a series of lights that you can also program depending on what you want to see. So this is the glyph interface that shows you in the back. That's what it's called. And then you can go ahead and change this, and it'll show you some lights. Look how badass that looks. And while this is going, the phone is vibrating and giving you a very great feeling when it vibrates. It doesn't feel like a cheap motor. You feel that vibration in your fingers while you're holding this. Check this out. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I mean, what other phone's going to give you this for this price with this experience? I mean, this is running stock Android. This is not running Color OS or Oxygen OS. This is pretty much identical to the Pixel software, other than having those Pixel exclusive, which is like call screening and certain things like that. Of course, that is specifically for Pixel devices. You won't get that here, but you do get in photos. You will get the eraser, so that's included in the photo app. So you can get Magic Eraser, the camouflage feature. So I took a couple shots, super clear. I mean, that thing came out super good. Picture of my dog. I mean, like I said, I was kind of blown away on how good these shots are. Really, really good. Can't complain for the price. What you're getting is an amazing experience. And this is something that you're not going to see anywhere else. No other phone has this design, especially on an Android. I mean, look how flat that display is. It is so comfortable to hold. The display looks so nice. The sides are not cheap material. This is, I'm assuming, aluminum. The back of it is transparent glass where you can see some of the screws, some of the components, some of the font in the inside, the LEDs, all the LED strips that are inside. This is an LED light that'll also blink when you're recording. Always on display, as you can see. In-display fingerprint that works super fast. What else do you want for the price. You don't have to go out there and spend $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 on a phone, which now people think in their mind that's what you have to spend to get a flagship device. You know, to have the coolest device, it has to have an Apple logo. To have the coolest device, I got to spend $1,200. You don't have to. You can get something like this. There's companies that are providing an amazing experience with amazing hardware for the amazing price. You just got to test it, man. You got to look out there. You can't be like, Apple is the only thing out there or Samsung is the only thing out there, because it's not. You know, there's companies out there that have great technology now. You know, technology has gotten cheaper where they can put into these devices and keep the price tag really low. You just got to take a chance and hold this in your hand. Get a chance to use it, and you'll be most likely as blown away as I am. Nothing, just kudos to you guys and your company and everybody in the team that made this device. It is one of the best devices that I've ever held. And it's really light. It's almost as big as actually my 14 Pro Max in size. I think it's a little bit shorter. Almost same dimensions, but not as heavy. It feels good in the hand, and it doesn't hurt over time when you're holding it because it isn't so heavy. It's really light. But man, the scrolling on this, look at this, 120 Hertz display, no lag, no stutters, no nothing. Chef's kiss, man. Kudos to everyone who made this phone. If you guys have any questions, shoot it in the comment down below, and I'll respond as soon as I can. But I recommend this phone to anybody that wants an amazing device with decent cameras, great battery life, great screen, great design. I mean, this is just a conversation piece. I mean, if you go out there and someone sees this, they're going to say, what is that? I've never seen that. Show me this. Talk to me about this. Nothing. You guys are doing an amazing device, and I'm looking forward to the second iteration that is supposed to be coming out soon. So guys, always thank you for watching my videos. Again, thank you for supporting. And if you have any questions, we'll speak in the comments. Peace.